Maulanin, and I'm here to talk about waste segregation. And from the word segregation itself, it is basically separating trash and put them on the right container by its proper category before its proper disposal. Waste segregation is very easy to do. Once we get to know what are the waste categories, we are able to implement the 3 R's. Now let's talk about the 3 R's. 3 R's stands for reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce is to lessen the purchase or the usage of the things that can be easily turned into trash or waste. So for example, use lunch boxes or long-term reusable containers for packing meals, metal or stainless spoons, forks, straws, chopsticks, cups, and any utensils that can be possibly used for daily basis. Use reusable or eco bags when you do your groceries or any purchases. You can also use different kinds of reusable bottles for various beverages like vacuum flask for keeping the hot and cold drinks, glass with spill-proof lid for carbonated drinks, spill-proof jugs or tumbler for outdoor activities, and more. Always choose products with less packaging, containers that can be cleaned out and used for something else. Purchase reusable containers for liquid soaps, sanitizers, powders, detergent, kitchen spices, sauces, or any, so that you can just purchase refills for lesser amount of packaging and more. Reuse is finding another purpose of old or unwanted items that you have. And there are a lot of ways of finding new or another use of them. Here are some of the samples on how you will do the reuse. Sorting clothes. Just keep the clothes that you will surely use, and then the rest you can donate or hand down to family members or friends that you know that they will surely use. Or you can even sell them for a bargain price. The key of these are to avoid sentimental values, especially if it really can't be used by you. Eliminate maybes, like, maybe I can use it someday. If you have some toddler clothes, and if it's all small or not in use, you may keep some if you're about to have another toddler, or you can hand down to family or friends, or even donate to charitable organizations. You can even share toys to local daycare providers, preschool, or family with kids that you know they can surely use. Find new use of old items. When you're about to throw old things away, always think of ways or where you can still possibly use it. For examples, glass jars can become storage for crops or food. Old bath towels that can be reused and used for floor mats or rugs. Old toothbrush for hard-to-reach areas for house to clean, and more. Organize a garage sale and sell old things like old working appliances like sofas, chairs, tables, decors, collectibles, and more. Others may find it still useful for them. Now this is the fun part, recycle. You can totally use your wide range of creativity on your own stuff. You can recreate it to make another useful thing, or make it a home decoration. All newspaper or any kind of paper can be tear or cut into very small pieces, dissolve in water, strain, shape, and dry, and turn into decorative new papers. Use to wipe glasses or mirrors to leave sparkly clean result. Layers for litter box, and more. Cardboard boxes can be used to make figures like dollhouse, desk organizer, cat playhouse, scratcher, props, and other decoratives. Milk jugs can be cut into planters, pen holders, book or file organizers, water sprinkler, free birdhouse, piggy bank, lamp, and more. Cans can be cut and turned into decorative like lamp, Christmas decor, desk or pen holder, planters. I even watch videos on some countries. They melt cans and turn it into massive woks or pan. Of course, we all want to have a cleaner environment. We should firstly implement prevention of any kind of pollution in our own home. Now we want to know the categories of waste. Biodegradable. Non-biodegradable includes paper, plastic, glass, and metals. Biohazard includes chemical, infectious. And lastly, radioactive. Now let's start with biodegradable. These are wastes that are capable of decomposed by bacteria or other living organism. For example, human and animal excreta, plant products like rubbers, papers, wood, leaves, cotton, and wool. Dead remains of living creatures, food waste like fruit and vegetable peelings, bone from meats, and more. Non-biodegradable are just opposite of biodegradable. These are materials that can't be degraded by a natural process or cannot be decomposed. There are various kinds of non-biodegradable, and those are papers like newspaper, bond or art papers, cardboards, coffee filter, tissues, paper plate, paper straws, paper packaging, and more. Plastics. These are the most to have a wide range of waste, like containers, plastic plates, spoon, fork, straws, chopsticks, tables, chairs, cups, bags, packaging, can be found in various things like pens, appliances, gadgets, tools, kitchen materials, automobiles, electric cable, motherboards, and more. It's like almost everything contains plastic. Glass like cups, mugs, plates, kitchenwares, mirrors, windows, doors, tables, light bulbs, lamps, bottles, and also can be found in appliances, gadgets, automobiles, decorative, and more. Now let's move on to biohazards. These are biological substances that possess threat to the health of living creatures or organisms, primarily humans. These are the main categories of biohazards. Those are chemicals, like batteries, anything that contains chemical, used oil, pesticides, non-returnable gas cylinders, non-empty aerosol cans, chemical-contained sharps, finely divided powders, contaminated syringe, needle, razor blade, toner, ethylene glycol, paints, fluorescent light bulbs, light ballast, preserved specimen, dye and glazes, decreased solvent, and more. These require proper storage or transportation and disposal. And infectious, like blood sharps, surgical waste, swabs, culture, and anything else contaminated by bodily fluids. These are wastes that require proper storage and transportation and disposals. Lastly, radioactive waste. These are the waste that contains radioactive materials that have been generated from radioactive treatments and medical equipments, mostly on hospitals, doctors' offices, and even some veterinary offices that generates radioactive waste. These are required for proper storage, transport, and disposal. Now that's basically what you need to know about waste segregation. Let's keep our environment clean, be safe, thank you, and goodbye!